Oh, rats! We're talking about rats today.
Oh, rats! I didn't think of an intro. Rats.
Oh, rat. Do you guys ever say drats?
I do actually.
Okay, because Holly didn't think drats was a word, and I had to explain that it is a word.
Is it a word or is it just a phrase?
It's a word like, oh, drats. She thought
I've
everyone
heard that.
always said rats and never drats.
I feel like I got that in like
Drats.
kids' novels when I was like 12. There's a lot of drats being thrown around.
Drats.
I think it's a bit old-fashioned. Yeah.
Foiled me
Yeah.
again. But yeah, we're talking a bit about rats today.
Not drats.
And not a lot about rats. We went a bit overtime on the egg episode, we have realised. So we've got up a timer today. So I think our goal is to keep it around an hour, right?
We'll see
Yeah.
how we go. But I really enjoyed the comments, though, on the podcast last week. It's like, you know, catching up about your time away, 1 hour. Eggs, 2 hours. It's like, and I want to say thank you to everyone for watching, the audience. Thank you, everyone, for watching the latest episode, a bit about eggs.
Giving it a go.
Giving it a go, because I know it's a hard sell. Like, it's like,
It's
hey,
doing pretty well.
yeah, it's doing well, and everyone seems to be liking it. So thanks for just giving it a go, because we believed in ourselves.
Yeah.
And thank you for believing in us, and I hope that we did deliver. And we're going to keep the ball rolling.
Is that a National Rats Association hat you're wearing?
Yeah.
NRA?
NRA.
Oh.
National Rats Association.
Wow.
Let's run with it. We should say, if you didn't tune into last week, basically today we're going to be talking about rats in a sense, but obviously other things
If you didn't
too.
tune in last week, pause and go catch up on eggs.
Yeah, because we talked about
yes.
eggs.
Because there's going to be a lot of references to eggs.
What are you talking
No,
about?
I don't think there will be.
You have to watch in chronological
But should
order
we
in this
do,
series.
because, you know, people still want to hear about our lives. Did anyone get up to anything?
Well, we all went away for Zach's birthday.
Oh, yeah, that was
were-
good.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was good. That was very
I
good.
was waiting for the moment where none of us did anything because we're all fucking YouTube gamers.
I feel like we should start every episode off with that. And if we have nothing, it's like, no, nothing.
No.
Okay, rats.
You know what I saw? I didn't actually, because I was quite drunk, I didn't remember. And I was like, I woke up and
yeah.
I was like, did this happen?
I can't believe how perfect this
Did
is.
this happen? I saw a quenda.
Which is a
So
giant
you're gonna-
rat.
Okay,
It's
you're gonna have to
basically-
tell me, what a quenda
It's
is.
a marsupial that looks like a big rat.
I'm
And
looking it up.
It's I'd never seen one before, and it was just on the back deck of the house we were at. 2 a.m. went out to hang out, and I just see this big ass looking rat guy with a big nose.
They are big and fast.
Okay,
They're great.
I'm gonna describe it for the viewers. For the Pokemon, it looks most like Hypno, but on all fours.
It kind of looks like a cartoon rat with a big long nose.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like more ratty than a rat.
It looked like it would like be a thief.
but
it's-
it looks way more cute than
it's
a rat,
really cute.
in my opinion.
Rats, they really made rats too. Just an upgrade of
Yeah.
rat, more rat.
It's like an evolved form.
So yeah, never saw a quenda before, and
Oh, you spelled it with an
I
A.
was pretty drunk at the time, and I took a video of it, and you can just hear me in the background being really happy about seeing it. It's really
Quenda.
funny. I'm like, this is the best day of my life, just because I've just seen a marsupial. But, you know,
a bit
there
like
you
a
go.
quokka. People
Yeah,
don't know what
hey,
that looks
that's
like.
also a marsupial. So
I think
there you
people
go.
do know quokkas.
Oh, do they?
I think they're pretty famous.
Okay. Well, it
Because
looks a bit
people
like a
always
quokka.
come to Perth and then they're like, gotta go to Rottnest. But I
Yeah.
feel like Rottnest ain't that good.
Yeah, I agree.
no,
But there's
no.
quokkas.
Anyway, shall we get on with it? Who wants to go first
Get
with our
on
rat
with it.
segment this week?
I want Jackson.
To go last, I was going to say.
No.
I don't want to go first.
I can go
I don't want to go
first.
first.
All right, I'll go
Jackson
first.
can
then.
go
I'll go
first.
first.
No.
All right.
Jackson's going to take us in a weird direction to start things off. He
Yeah,
has
well,
about...
should we give a little teaser for each? I don't even know if we mentioned that each of us have brought a segment today that is
What
somehow related to rats, and we're just going to be running through them.
Great.
Do we want some teasers for everyone's segment?
Yeah, let's go around. Can we have a teaser for Jackson's
Mine's
first? What
Rats the Musical. Don't read ahead.
Okay, Jackson has handed us all about 10 sheets of what I'm assuming is a
Clearly a
script,
We've got a script.
which is
Yeah.
insane.
So it's obviously a weird note to start this podcast on, but
I'm going to talk about some like rat experiments that have happened in the world, and we can talk about those. And also, I have 2 personal rat stories.
Wow.
that's a big
Not
tease.
one, but 2 personal rat stories.
I don't even have
none.
one.
Yeah,
this
I'm
guy's
0.
hogging all the rat
What
stories.
the hell? I'm doing rats versus mice.
That's good.
Ooh.
And I've got a little game called Find the Rat.
Brilliant.
Oh, good.
All right. So I've written a script for this podcast. Time to get back on track. Let's
How we-
open up and get underway. Your lines are highlighted.
We've got to do this while holding a mic.
Yeah.
Oh, lines are highlighted. Okay. So this is
This
Rat-
is it.
Rats
This
the
is Rats
Musical.
the Musical.
All right, are you gonna read
Are we
the
just going to be
stage
reading a
directions?
script for the next 15?
No, it's only 5 pages long, and then we'll discuss it.
Who's doing the narration?
No one. That'll just come across.
How long did this take you to make, or is this AI?
Shush. No, I wrote this.
You gotta do the narration, surely.
I like the first. Just do the first line of narration, just to give
Zach,
the
you can
crowd
do
the
the
No,
first
I
one.
think do all of it, like a
No.
table read. Okay.
The rest of it, we need that to be screen direction. All right. Jackson, Jordan, and Peter sit around in a podcast studio. These are clearly four guys that know how to have a laugh.
Clearly. Sorry, how do I do that? Look at me, I'm the silly guy. Woo. Sorry, I'm going to start.
All right, ready? And action.
I've been thinking, it's about time that we do a musical.
We could just improvise it right now.
I think we've done enough improvising on this podcast. I'd say it's time to get scripted.
Why am I reading off this script? Isn't this the episode about rats?
I agree, Jackson. Enough with improvisation. Let's get down to business with a musical.
You've heard of Cats, right? The musical?
No.
I've seen it 12 times, and every time I dress up as a different type of cat. Siamese, Persian, ragdoll, you name it. And did I mention I drive a truck?
Not now, Zach.
Oh.
This is hard to tell. What's real life and what is the script? Everyone is talking exactly how they would in real life.
That's because it's really good writing.
Guys, I have one goal and one goal only, to make the best musical about rats the world has ever seen.
We could do some songs. Maybe Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is this the real life? Is this just rat fantasy?
Come on, Zach, hold it together.
Caught in a cheese trap, no escape from this odyssey.
I didn't like that song before, but this rat theme has really spiked my interest. By the way, Jackson, you look sexy right now.
I did not write that in the script.
Let me see. It's not on there.
Maybe that is just how he feels.
Oh, yeah. Stay on topic. Don't let Jordan's fantasy derail our planning.
I could eat a whole block of cheese. Does that help?
No, we need convincing characters.
I'm going to be the hero of this story at the end. I'll show you all. Did you know this is a narrative device called foreshadowing?
I doubt that is going to be the case. I'll stake my reputation on it.
My character would, of course, be called Postman Rat. Like Postman Pat, but a rat.
Is he the protagonist?
It's a musical about a rat mailman.
Holy shit, that's the best idea I've ever heard.
Zach, can we get the second verse of Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes! Open your eyes, look up to the skies, then flee. I'm just a poor rat.
Poor rat.
I need no sympathy, 'cause I'm squeaky squeak. Nibble no little tail, little paws. Anyway, the cheese goes.
How does this relate to mail?
Can I do my segment now? Or I've already done mine. Disregard my statement. Where's my line?
I know how it relates to mail.
How does it relate to mail?
Once I fed a rat in my mail.
To explain how it relates to mail and rats, I'll need to get my keyboard.
Just tell us.
It's a parody of Adele's Rolling in the Deep, but instead of deep, it's mail.
What?
This is getting out of hand. I wanted to have a structured conversation about a rat-based musical, and now, for some reason, it's been derailed.
Guys, this is completely unscripted, but I know how we could do a mail and rat-related musical.
Go on.
What do rats eat? Cheese. Cheese is what you say when you take a photo. Photo is what you take when you need to make it your own postcard. Postcard is what you send in the mail.
I'll admit, I'm the first to jump on your ideas as being bad. But this is actually pretty good.
I'm excited.
Let's sing together. Something rat related.
Here's Ratifornia Girls by Ratty Perry. Wait, Ratifornia Girls were undeniable. Big long tails, big ears on top. We all want some cheese, so put your hands up. Oh, oh, oh. Ratifornia Girls. Undeniable. Big long tails We are rats. Big,
And get quieter and quieter.
Big ears.
And so, our heroes had established the link. We're required to make the musical about rats and mail.
Scene.
And cut.
Wow.
There you go. That's Rats the musical.
Wow, that was very
Guys,
good.
if you like that at home, please give a round of applause.
I haven't had to read a script in a while. That was exciting.
And the crowd goes.
All right, now that all the new listeners have fucked off,
I said I shouldn't have gone first.
what are we going to talk about?
Well, you should have believed that was crazy. No, that was fun.
No, that was-
confusingly meta.
The second verse of Bohemian Rhapsody may have fucking killed me.
That was really good.
Yeah, I like that part. Jordan, guys in the audience, I know you didn't know what happened here. This is what was on the last page. This was the stage direction. Jordan says, "Here's Ratifornia Girls" by Ratty Perry. And then the stage direction says, Jordan sings a version of Ratifornia Girls as the camera zooms out. Once Jordan has sung an amount of lines that Peter approves of, he begins the dialogue below. So that's why it went on for an uncomfortably long amount of time.
Thank you for not stitching me up too much. I could have gone for
I
like
feel like I did
5
leave you hanging
minutes.
for
I
a
left it in
long
Peter's
time.
hands.
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
I do love
Dastardly.
the line, "Let's sing together something rat related." Then Jordan says, "Here's Ratifornia Girls" by Ratty Perry. Like he had it fucking on lock. He had it ready.
Oh my gosh, great stuff, Jackson.
There you go.
Wow.
Bit of something.
You're gonna make
fun.
it big time. I can
Yeah.
tell.
Oh, that made me laugh a lot. Yeah, I knew that was going to be short, so I thought I'd just
Yeah, no, great. Short and sweet.
short and sweet.
Wow.
Who would like to go next? I don't really mind.
Well, I thought you said you wanted to discuss it after.
Yeah, we can discuss it.
Oh, we don't have to.
What's there to say?
No, let's discuss.
Not that much.
How long did that
Oh,
take?
I didn't know if Jackson wanted to discuss it.
took me, I don't know, half an hour or something.
That's very impressive.
Did you want any notes?
That took me
Most
hours.
of it was just adding in your lines. Originally, I just wrote it like the three of us having a conversation. Because originally I was going to do giving you no lines, but then I
Yeah.
decided to give you lines.
I could have been the cameraman.
Lines that you write at the very end that just interject.
Yeah, pretty much. And they just don't make any sense, really.
Yeah.
I can picture Jordan feeding his mail to a rat, by the way, which was one of his lines. And he
I've
ate a
never
whole
done
block
that.
of cheese.
I've never fed my mail to a rat. That's not my rat
That's
story
not what the
coming up.
screen said.
Let the record show.
Can I ask a rat-related question?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Please. There's never been a better
It's
time.
the best time.
What are your guys' general vibes towards rats? Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
I've never really seen one. I thought they were supposed to be chill.
Oh, wait, maybe I've never seen a rat.
What?
Isn't a rat a big mice?
It's a big
Well,
mice.
you have to
Mouse?
wait for my segment, rats versus mice.
Well, it's hard to answer this question then.
I've heard rats are cool.
What are your general vibes towards them?
I'm
Negative?
a
Negative,
no on
yeah.
rats, but I used to be a yes.
I'm a huge yes. How can you convert to a no?
I've seen some. Oh, it's a bit topsy turvy because like on the one hand you see Ratatouille, then on the other hand you see some movie where there's a fucking rat eating someone alive.
Whoa.
Right.
I can't
What's
remember.
that
I feel
movie?
like I've seen that in a movie.
That's
Oh,
the
I've
same
seen a movie where they put, I think this was used to be a real torture thing, where they put a rat in a bucket
Yeah.
and then they heat up the bucket and it wants to get out. And so, this is also on someone's stomach and then the rat digs through you to get out.
Yeah, I don't know if
Pretty
that would
horrific.
actually happen, but
No, I think it used to actually be a thing.
I think it might be a fake one, but it might have been real. Who knows?
What
I
do
don't know.
you do,
Humans do
sorry?
the most crazy shit. You put a rat in a metal bucket and put it on someone's stomach, and so the rat is in there on your stomach, and you heat up the bucket and it wants to get out, so it starts trying to claw through your stomach. What did I see that in? It's in some movie.
No, that's a thing I know about as well.
Yeah,
It's a real. I think it's a real thing.
I think it is
that
a real thing as well.
May or may not have happened.
Yeah,
But then
I think it's real.
I found rats.
Jackson, do you think it's real?
Wait, it's a real thing that may or may not have happened.
That was
Like
great.
it's a real myth, whether or not the myth is
a
true.
real myth.
You know?
Anything's a real myth if you
You're
say
saying
it.
Yeah.
like Jordan didn't make that up. That's something you've heard before.
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that's something Maddie was telling me about like a week ago.
Oh.
Wow, that's very convenient.
Yeah.
Rat.
Is that because you brought up the rat podcast?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think if we want to get to the bottom of Jackson's thoughts towards rats, he needs to know what a rat is versus a mouse.
I do.
Rats versus mice.
Yes.
So, that was a very silly segment. Mine's quite serious, so I like we get a bit of variation. It's
I'm
not
down.
serious. It's just a bit of learning because today we're doing an animal species, and I did animal studies at university. So
yeah.
I was actually wondering what is a rat versus a mouse because I didn't know, and I was like, is it one of those things where they're different or the same? It's just a variation. And it turns out that they are both in the same family of Muridae, but they are different, different families. So there's like 13 species of rat. And
Oh.
like 15 species of mouse. Like they're
Oh.
completely different. There's lots of types of mouse, lots of types of rat, but they are very closely related, and they are in with the gerbils in their family.
That's
But
mirrors.
hamsters?
Yeah. They're pretty similar.
Sorry, can we just
What a
sit
switch
on that?
from Jordan.
Yeah.
Like Germans?
Absolutely
Yeah.
nailed it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And rats are bigger and usually fatter.
Right.
That's
But-
all I know about the difference. Is in my head, there's a mouse, and then a bigger mouse is a rat, and I think maybe a bit smarter. That's
It's
all
like
I-
it evolves.
Yeah.
But not in the
Like
traditional
Raichu is a big
sense.
rat.
Are you like a Pokemon sort of sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
No, it's okay. It got me thinking though, like, there's a lot of animals where we think they're different, but they're the same, and there's a lot of things where we think they're the same, but they're different. So, do you guys think, what is the difference between a horse and a pony? Take a guess.
size.
Yeah, and I bet a ratio situation. I feel like ponies are a bit more fat.
No one's drawing Rule 34 of horses.
Wrong.
I bet there probably is.
Well, but there's a lot more.
Almost certainly
Yeah.
wrong.
There's a lot more ponies.
Guys, investigate at home and let us know.
So
I
I
actually don't know. Is the
no,
answer.
Jackson was right. It's just size. They are the same species completely. So a pony is just a small horse.
It's like a miniature
Can I jump in
horse.
with a pony horse fact?
Please.
In Iceland, they have the Icelandic pony or Icelandic horse, and they don't let you bring any other horses or ponies or anything over because they want to keep it like,
Small.
yeah, they want to keep the
Purebred?
genes pure
Interesting.
because they have
Oh.
their own special type of horse.
Oh, so they're literally like this exact same species, and then they're like, oh, there's two small horses. Let's keep breeding them.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, horses and ponies,
Wow.
the same species. That's like kind of what I was wondering.
The
with
more you
all
know.
these things.
So wait, is it what Jordan said? You get the young horses to
You just
Breed or the
selectively breed
small
them.
ones?
Just the small
Oh.
ones. You just
Yeah. Oh,
selectively
yeah,
breed
yeah.
them.
Not young. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
Small.
So yeah,
It's like little people.
dogs and wolves, same species or different species?
same.
Same.
different.
Yeah, they are the same. Well done.
Yeah.
They
You
can, they
fucking
can
idiot,
breed.
Jackson.
So
It's insane, though.
yeah, dogs, even the shittiest dogs. Sorry, dog lovers. I like
Chihuahuas.
dogs too, but
Like-
like the most pathetic, I should say. Subspecies of wolf.
It's so impressive
Does
that
that-
a wolf can go down to a chihuahua.
Isn't that crazy?
Does that
That's
mean
fucked.
like a chihuahua can technically breed with a giant wolf?
Yes, but when it
Wow.
comes to giving birth, you may have issues.
Yeah,
I think you
okay.
will. Not
Yeah.
even
I
may.
I think the
Imagine
issues
that.
start more at the contraception.
Contraception. No, conception would be fine. That would work. They can breed.
No, but you know what I mean.
I mean,
like, it's just gonna die.
Come on.
It's gonna get exploded,
It's like Shaq's girlfriend.
reamed.
Okay. Here's the one.
It's
I
like the
didn't
horse
know.
girl.
Hey, this is.
Do you guys
one
know
I
about the horse
shorted.
girl?
Wow, I kind
A
of
girl died because she got banged by a
no
horse.
longer wanna. Yeah, because they have massive.
Massive. So imagine a wolf and a
Is
chihuahua. Don't imagine it. That's disgusting.
You've kind of painted the image.
Yeah, a horse, a woman. Don't think about it.
Peter really just wanted to try to teach us some stuff. and
No, we're
really
learning. We're
ruining
learning
it.
You
non-stop.
say don't think about it, yet you insisted on bringing it
And
up.
you brought it up when there was silence. You said horse, woman.
Well, completely related to the topic at hand of chihuahuas getting pounded by a wolf. We're not editing
I
this,
feel like
remember?
your
Let's keep it
own
moving.
Sentence just proves you
Let's
wrong,
keep it
so-
moving,
yeah,
boys.
let's keep-
Here's what I didn't know:
Thank God.
polar bears and grizzly bears, same species.
Whoa.
That's a subspecies again, so they can breed.
But
What
how-
is a species? I think we got to go back in time
You know
a
what,
bit.
Jordan? I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
I'm glad you asked. So, what people try to define it as is when two animals can breed and what they make, so their offspring, are also fertile.
Oh, okay.
Then they would be the same species.
I
so
see.
That's how it's
lions-
defined?
Yeah.
Wow.
Lions and tigers can make a liger,
Yep.
but a liger is infertile. Therefore, lions and tigers are different species.
Right.
And like
Interesting.
horses and donkeys can make a mule, but a mule is infertile.
Are they?
Yeah. But the problem is that nature doesn't really live by anyone's rules. And very occasionally you'll get some weird combo that just happens to get lucky and is fertile.
I was going to say, is it RNG? Like, if you have a million ligers, one of them's got to be
Yeah.
able to breed.
That's the
And then
thing.
you got the new species going.
Yeah, and then does that make lions and tigers the same species? Like, no. And it kind of just goes to show that, like, nature is very complicated and we try to put things into boxes, like families and species and subspecies, when it's really a range.
It's a spectrum.
It's a spectrum. We make up things like species to make the world make sense to us.
It's kind of crazy how you can even have ligers and mules.
Yeah.
I've not thought about it. That's like taking completely different halves and just like smashing it together, hoping it'll work.
Yeah.
Like, God forbid,
Here we go.
but like, yeah.
Here we go.
Humans.
Yeah.
I was thinking
With
that.
like...
Our closest
I'm
genetic
thinking
relative is
surely-
a chimpanzee.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Has a
surely
human
that
ever
would
made-
result in a fucking disaster. Like, none of the genes would even mesh in the slightest. But
Has a human ever made
Nature's
a non-human baby? No one
I
knows.
fucking hope not. But it's...
I wonder.
I didn't look this one up. Anyway,
You should have prepared for that.
yeah, fun fact while we're on the topic of thing versus thing.
Right.
So, hawks,
Yep.
eagles, and falcons.
Yep.
Okay. Now, hawks and eagles, they're in one family.
Yeah.
Falcons, even though they look the same, are in a completely different family, and they're more closely related to parrots and songbirds than hawks and eagles.
That is interesting.
Thought that
Something I
thought that was a
learned
fun
today.
one. And a raptor can refer to any of them.
Whoa.
So it's very confusing. It's very confusing.
They all eat rats.
They all eat
Tying it
rats.
back.
Wow.
And final thing I was just want to say, when just while we're on the learning evolution thing,
Yeah.
we'll
I
just
like
see how it
this.
goes. There's the whole raptor thing, the hawks and the falcons looking the same despite being from different families. I was talking about this on the weekend a little bit. That's convergent evolution. So two separate things realize that there's a good way to do something, and they converge to look the same, right?
It's like how cars are all the same nowadays
no,
because of aerodynamics.
that
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
divergent.
bang
No,
on.
no, because cars used to all be different, and now they're all looking similar.
No, I think he's kind of on here, Peter.
When were they all different?
Back in the day, where it's all aesthetics. It's like, oh, I got this funky looking
Okay,
car.
yeah,
Everyone's-
okay.
Like
Everyone's
all
being
four-wheel
more like-
drive
more like
cars that look
sleek
so
and slippery.
similar and stuff.
Okay.
Because we figured out how the best to make them.
Yeah.
For the reasons.
And we move a lot quicker than this slow evolution. Keep it going, Peter.
So true. So, like, when two things are similar, it's either because they diverge from the same thing, so divergent
Yeah.
evolution. So, like, us and chimpanzees both have, like, similar looking faces.
Yeah.
Because we diverged, right? We came from a similar thing a while back. But you can also converge, and those things are really interesting because you get two things that are effectively doing the same role in nature
Right.
and looking very similar and acting very similar, yet they can be completely different. And some really good examples of that, if you think about it, right? Triceratops
Right.
and a rhino.
Got it.
They're just a big fucking guy with a horn.
Yeah.
How did that happen twice? Big fucking guy with a horn's a good build.
Yeah, gotta be.
What the hell's that about?
Yeah, it is kind of like
You
builds.
think there should be more or less horns?
That seems like, how does that happen twice?
I don't know.
That's like giraffes and long necks.
Yeah, giraffes and Brachiosaurus. That would be a good one.
Is
Good
everything,
thinking, Jordan.
Thanks. Is everything though from the same thing in the beginning?
Yes.
Well,
God.
We're a long way from that, though.
On
We've
God.
we've split a lot. And the other thing you were talking about on the weekend, kind of on that, is that everything is moving towards crab,
Okay, well,
which I think it interested me a lot.
I wouldn't say everything.
Oh, but
I said we're probably not ascending to crab, but I found there's a word for things turning into crabs.
Yeah?
And it's carcinization. There's a word for that.
so is this a trend where every animal's like starts being
Not
a crab?
every animal.
No,
That's
sorry,
what-
a lot,
sorry.
a large amount, a
I love
large
how
amount.
I've come through with the, yeah, you had this quote on the
Yeah,
weekend,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then I'm paraphrasing heavily. This is what I took from whatever Peter said.
Everything's a crab.
Basically,
That
the
thing's
crab, the crab body plan. So, like, where you have this like flat shape, and they're kind of like scuttling sideways, and they got the legs coming outside. That has come up in the crustacean family in separate, like, you know, they've evolved this all separately 5 times. 5 different families have
Respect.
ascended to crab.
Yeah.
What the hell's that about?
Fingers crossed we're next.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a everything going to crab. That implies that like everything wants to live under a rock and eat algae off it. Which, I mean, if you want to, that's fine. But
Not
it is
me.
pretty cool that that's a very good example of convergence because it's like hermit crabs, not actually in the crab family. You
No,
know,
they don't
like,
really look
oh.
anything like them.
well, they have a similar body plan, but they are noticeably
They
different.
run forward. Forget it.
Yeah,
Duh.
fuck that,
Yeah.
man. Fake news crabs. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's most 4 out of the 5 crab families, not crabs.
Not crab.
Wow.
I mean, you know, there you go. So that was my rat information. Rats versus mice got me on this whole one. That's enough yapping for me. Enough learning.
Very interesting. I've
Game
got
time?
some more learning coming up. So do you want to go next, Zach? I've heard you've got a bit of a game.
Let's play
Coming
a
up.
game. All right. So my next game is find the rat. And how it's going to
Oh,
work.
yeah, I need to find this.
Everyone has received a message from Maddie so that
I'm opening
I
my
also
phone.
don't know who's the rat in each round. We're going to play 8 rounds.
Okay.
And in each round, there's going to be an overall topic. It's going to be animal, like celebrity/person or movie/TV show. And so you're going to know the category. And then we're each going to take it in turns, saying like one word or one sort of statement about the thing. For instance, if it was polar bear, you might say like cold, but you also don't want to give too much away because then the rat's gonna figure it out.
Wait, everyone else is one animal.
Okay,
Sorry, can you start again?
Sorry,
I'm so
okay.
confused.
so first round is gonna be animals. 3 of us are gonna know what the animal is. One person is going to be the rat.
Yes.
And and we each take it in turns, saying a describing part of the animal, but you can be very vague. You could say like warm-blooded, because you don't want to give away what the animal is, because then the rat will find out.
So the rat. So let's say Jackson's the rat, and it's like, Jackson, you're the rat, and he said, "Oh, I'm the rat, but everyone is this animal," and he gets it right. He wins.
Nah, we just need to vote for the correct rat.
So
How does the rat win?
Well, the rat tries to figure it out,
if
figure out what the animal
if
is
I'm the
quickly.
rat, do they both have polar bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're trying to describe polar bear. They're like cold. Peter's like furry or something, and then I'm like,
But then you probably know it by now. So.
yeah, I'm like ice, and then we have to figure out who.
And how many clues do we give before
I think we
the
go
person
through quite
decides?
a few rotations, maybe 3 full rotations.
Okay, 3
unless we wanna
rotations.
keep going.
And then... Okay, and then what? Do
And then we vote on who the rat is.
Alright.
Shout outs to Full Squad Gaming because I completely copied this idea from them. And now that we got the shout out of the way.
I feel like
Alright.
this is a like online game I've played before.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure
very
there's
similar to
other people that have
Spyfall,
done it.
right?
I think it might
It
be.
is.
Spyfall is a classic.
Very similar. But it's called Rats.
Rat.
Oh, right.
It's actually not at all
Who's the
similar.
rat? Who's
Yeah.
the rat?
All right, so we start.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to?
Yeah. Do you tell us the category, or do I say what the
Oh,
category is?
okay. And for our viewers at home, I'm gonna tell them what my role is, so people can kind of play along. Because it's better if you know what it is. Otherwise, I'm gonna tell them what the animal is, or otherwise, I'm gonna say I'm the rat for each round.
How are you going to do that without us hearing?
We'll take the headphones off and be quiet.
I reckon I'm going to hear.
Sorry, what?
I'm going to
Just
hear
take
you.
the headphones off. No, block your ears.
Block my ears?
It's fine. I'm the rat.
Did you guys hear it?
All right, Jackson.
So are you playing?
Yeah.
Oh, we're all playing.
Yeah, we're all playing.
Oh wow. Okay.
So Jackson just says one thing.
Yeah.
All right.
And the category? Do I say what the category is?
Yes.
The category is animal. Big.
Movie.
Very big.
2 words.
Oh, is it one word?
I think so.
No,
isn't
no,
it?
no. As one sort of statement.
Oh, okay.
Couple
Sorry, I
words
thought it was
allowed.
one word.
Dangerous.
Water.
I'm gonna say cute.
I'm going to say...
Very cute.
I'm going to say... Not furry.
Do we all? When do we vote?
When do we vote?
Just we can decide to. we want.
Does this normally work that the person who is trying to be the rat just says it if they get it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
We
feel
just
like
keep
if
going. We
they, I
wanna
feel
vote
like
the
if the
rat.
person calls out what the thing is,
They win.
They win.
That's GG. And
and
then
then you have to vote them out.
That's not how this game has worked. Because you can figure it out and then just blend in. Then it makes it harder to vote.
right.
Trust, I've just copied this format, and they've done a lot of them. So
Okay.
it must work.
Um,
Oh, I might have given away too much information.
I might have given away too much. Mouth.
Mm.
Oh,
answer.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Deceptively fast.
Mouth.
That's what I
That's
said.
what Peter said.
No, I meant to say nose. But if you know, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scary.
So am I the last one, and then that's three
Yeah.
full
Yeah,
rotations.
let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just run through them quick.
I'm trying not to give away. I have to think. What do you mean run through them quick?
Well, now it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter now.
No, but can't you give it away?
Find out.
What would it matter?
We're voting. in a
Oh,
sec.
okay. I don't know. African.
Oh.
Yeah. So in theory, I don't know why Peter couldn't just say it
Okay.
and give himself immunity.
Yeah.
Anyway, I suppose not.
All right.
No,
Do
he
we-
could, right? He could just say the actual thing and give it away completely.
We'll review after the game.
Anyway, let's vote.
Let's
Alright.
just gentlemen's to not do that.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Do we point or what?
Just say it out loud so the audio listeners can understand it.
I'm voting for Jordan.
I'm voting for Zack.
I'm voting for Zack.
I'm also voting for Zack.
It was me.
Yeah.
I fucked up with saying cute. I genuinely could not. I knew it was elephant.
No, it was a hippo.
Well, then.
Hippo.
Water.
Well, that was the
Water.
Oh, well then I thought movie was a goated play because of
No,
Dumbo.
movie was a terrible play.
That was fine. Madagascar, I was on board.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wasn't about
And
it.
Dumbo.
No, but it can be really vague like Madagascar.
Yeah.
But I was trying to hit Dumbo for big.
Oh, well
Yeah, that
done
was
off the
quite
bat.
difficult.
Yeah, we shouldn't. Yeah, the person who's like, it should be like if the person can actually guess the animal straight up, they can win or something.
I think they should be able to do that. I think that makes
After
sense.
they get voted for, they should be able to be like, well, it was this.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're gonna give
I
it
feel like it's
away.
too easy, but also I didn't get the animal, so fair enough.
Because otherwise,
All
Peter.
right,
Because I knew Peter would say as soon as he said African, I was like, he's good.
let's do round 2.
So that was 2 OP, I reckon.
All right. Are we changing it?
Yeah,
We.
headphones off, lads.
Oh right.
Oh right, yeah.
The animal is kangaroo.
Last time we all just heard you. That's how we got it.
Oh really?
No,
What are you saying into the mic? I missed that.
He's saying
I was-
what he is.
I was either saying I'm the rat or what the animal is.
Oh, I see.
It's another animal round. Because it's better if people know and
One
can play
person.
along.
Yeah, okay.
So
Cool.
you're kind of having to play from my POV.
Cool. Alright.
Everyone.
Do you want to start?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
go
started
around.
last time.
Oh, and the category.
It's an animal.
Okay.
Fur.
Animal. Tail.
Wild.
Emblem.
Eat.
Animal. Chill.
Carnivore.
Come on, Jacko.
Unique movement.
Ooh. I'm going to throw something crazy out there. Herbivore?
Ooh.
Dun dun.
I'm gonna throw.
Could be a lack of knowledge or a...
So no, it's Peter Rack. Come on, guys. Yeah. But see, this is why I think we shouldn't give it
think
away.
it's Peter.
So he shouldn't
but
give it away because then
I
he
don't
can
know.
guess it. Because otherwise, we could just I could just go even harder in the paint. Anyways, I'm gonna
I
say.
think it could also be you, Jordan.
Nah, it can't be me. Because check this out.
Yep.
Du-du-du-du.
Without giving it away.
But
Immunize yourself. Immunize yourself.
it's a hard game actually. This is fun.
Yeah.
Cute babies.
Nice. That is not helping.
I honestly don't think the rat should be able to win by guessing the animal, but otherwise I'm ready to
Because
vote.
otherwise we could just OP'ly like say it.
Let's change the format that another YouTube channel's been grinding
All
on.
right. I'm going to abuse
It
the system then.
works.
I'm going to abuse the
Abuse the
system,
system.
and then I'll make you change your mind.
I give up. I'm fucked. I literally give up. I got nothing. I fucked it.
I was gonna say like hopping.
I vote for Peter.
Yeah,
I give
it was
up.
kangaroo.
Fucked.
It was kangaroo. All right, we're going to do people now, which I think will be a bit easier for the rat. I was realizing when it was animal, it's fucking hard to throw out a wild
Yeah, it's really hard.
People you can just say like iconic or
Especially,
classic
you're
or,
so fucked if you're first.
yeah.
You have nothing to go off.
But with like people / celebrity, it's quite easy. Famous. Lots of followers. I
Right.
don't know, some shit like that.
All right, so I go first.
All right,
first.
everyone, headphones
wait,
off.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm just looking at what it is.
This is a person round. The person is Chris Pratt. No one heard me right?
Nice.
Movies.
Yep.
Very famous.
Funny.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And man,
Good answer.
Good 50-50, Jordan.
that's big 50-50.
Good rat work. Voices. Gotta say, guys, it's much easier not being the rat.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like town, by the way.
Yeah.
Recently famous.
TV show.
Oh yeah. I'm not very good at knowing people, anyways.
Right behavior.
Jordan's like, I'm not the rat, but who's this person?
Columbus.
What?
Ah, yes!
What did you say?
No, he's got it.
Columbus.
He's got it.
Columbus.
Yep.
The fuck does that mean?
I did
Jordan's
not
so
know that
safe.
reference.
I don't
Jordan's
get it.
not the rat. 0%.
Columbus.
Big man,
Your
Jeff
turn.
Jordan.
We got it's a 50-50, Zach. We got to
Yeah,
get him.
yeah.
Columbus.
Columbus.
Me?
In Marvel.
Oh, Jackson, you're in trouble.
Guardians.
Oh,
Okay, so I think we all know it. I'm gonna go with. No, that won't work. Stars.
Oh,
And that's it, right?
That's it.
Yep.
oh, this is tricky.
This is tricky. I'm gonna.
Oh, Jackson got okay. Yeah, I'm ready to vote. Do we discuss? Probably not discuss.
Let's just.
Do we do 3, 2, 1 also?
Yeah.
at the same
Yeah,
time?
3,
2, 1. Peter.
Sarah.
What do you say?
Peter.
I went Peter too.
Is it you?
No.
That's
It was
me.
Jackson.
Oh,
You went so
Guardians was
specific with the
huge.
Guardians.
Is it Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
figured it out.
What the fuck is Columbus?
Christopher Columbus.
Columbus, brother.
What?
Who else has Columbus?
Christopher. Hey,
But
Zach got it.
I still don't understand Christopher Columbus.
Because his name's Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
guys
easy to
think
get the
me?
name being Chris.
I said Marvel. Why'd you guys
Yeah,
think
but you
me?
went broad and Jackson went specific.
Yeah,
If
but
I-
only because I knew what it was.
How did you know?
It was pretty obvious, I guess.
How?
I said voices for voice.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
are bad votes.
He
I mean,
has-
I also voted for the wrong person, to be fair.
No one voted for me.
All right, next round of
Wow,
person.
well done, well done.
Headphones off,
Recently
everyone.
famous. I should have known. That was horse shit.
Oh, is that Jackson who said that? I should be paying more attention.
All right, headphones off.
Oh, sorry. No. Yeah, go.
The person is Stanley. Hope you guys can hear this. By the way, how many more
Me-
rounds do
me
we want to
too.
do? Are we enjoying
Yeah,
this?
keep it going.
Definitely do it.
Yeah, why not? Keep it
great.
going. Keep it
I think
rolling.
we should try come up with answers a bit faster. I know it's fucking
It's kind of
hard.
unfair on the
But-
rat though
Oh,
to
I
be like,
know.
go fast. It's
But
like,
for the
Rapid
for the
fire
audio
everyone else.
for the audio purposes is all I mean.
Yeah. No, they can be thinking about.
they're
who it
playing
might
along
be.
at home. They're gaming.
Who is starting?
Peter.
Me?
Okay.
What a rat.
Dead.
Big. Sorry, that wasn't my word. I was
Big.
Jackson's next. I was just saying that's big news.
Hudson.
Name.
Man.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. So true.
That's actually
Non-rat behavior. So true.
No, okay. Think about it, though.
I'm thinking about it. Nothing's happening. Glasses.
Hmm. This is really hard. I'm not the rat, by the way. Hero.
Cameo.
White. White.
White.
White.
Do you say white?
White.
Why is it got to be a white thing?
You can't just say white.
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 God,
White.
he's doubling down. He's quadrupling down. Disney. Only non-rats will understand.
I think I know who it is.
Not white.
Okay, now I'm really confused. Not white.
Not white.
Just play the game, Zack.
Okay. This part of the game you can chat shit in between. My one is I'm gonna say I had a good one before. I forgot it. I'm gonna say
Right. Tell us another one, rat boy.
draw.
What? Draw.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think
I've got one more. I've got one more.
Oh, you started. Sorry, I thought Jordan started.
Good one, rat. Let's hear your one more.
Inspirational.
It's got to be Jordan.
It's Jordan.
His answers were man, white, and inspirational.
Inspirational.
How fucking vanilla.
Are we gonna
Fuck were
vote?
Jackson's answers.
I rate the second
Hudson.
one. Hudson was great.
Oh, you don't know that.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
All right. Well, I'm okay. Well,
3, 2, 1.
Jackson. Oh, 50-50.
Wait, did you vote for Jackson?
yes.
Oh,
It was me.
Yeah.
The rat.
Yeah.
What the hell was it?
Stan Lee.
What the fuck is Hudson?
Stanley Hudson's a character in The Office.
Yeah.
Can we stop doing these fucking
You
clues?
need, those are good clues because Zach knows
No.
that I'm instantly
Yeah.
innocent.
Yeah, they're kind of OP.
To be fair, you
He said white man and inspirational, and you went for him.
You
Someone's-
said non-white.
yeah, he's not white.
Yeah.
What is he?
Isn't he?
Isn't he Asian?
No, he's white.
That's
why
great.
I said.
You said
That's
Hudson.
perfect.
I don't get it. Not white. I don't fucking
Yeah.
get
You
it.
were saved by your fucking ridiculous, like, say something only one person knows. I feel like
but
that's
I
OP.
feel like when you go for something out there and it's like Hudson and no one gets it, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So like saying something like that
oh,
should
yeah.
really
Yeah, fair.
like if Zach didn't get that,
you were
I'm
done.
dead.
You were done.
So I feel like you got to keep that in mind compared to I know I got it wrong. So that's something to keep in mind
For
too.
me, it was Peter going with dead off the bat. If you were the rat, that would have been an insane play. So I kind of
Yeah,
thought you were
that
good.
was crazy.
Jackson said Hudson, which only I got apparently.
I was
And then
confused.
Jordan said man. So it was
Man's
kind
good.
of
Jordan was right on all counts.
I was.
yeah.
Jackson was factually wrong on
No,
one count.
the
Yeah, that's
non-white
fair.
is fucking crazy to me. That's why I called him
Stanley,
out. For
I
it.
always pictured him being Asian for some reason.
I said like
He's just
L.I.,
old.
Stan,
I
L.I.,
actually
Stanley.
realized how little I knew about Stan Lee once we started. Like, I know him about comics and he does the cameos, but that's kind of all I know. I have no idea what he looks like.
Yeah.
Clearly.
He
Clearly.
got a mustache. Anyways.
Let's just do one more.
All right.
I had a few more, but we can maybe play this game if we ever do a mole.
This is a fun
episode.
game. I like this.
Oh, we can do more if we want, maybe at the end of the episode. But for now, we're going to move on to the movie category. Round 7 on everyone's sheet.
Oh, we got
Okay.
around
Round
7.
seven.
Yeah, we're going
okay.
round 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy with that? Okay, everyone.
What is it?
Headphones off. It is a movie.
Okay, yeah.
Slash TV show. The movie is Ratatouille. Who's starting?
Me.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Good luck, Ratson.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is. He had to make up
Racks
something and
and
just
racks.
make it
I'm not
believable.
giving it
What's the
away.
category?
Movie or TV show?
Okay. About 90 minutes. Nod.
Classic.
Say. Everyone's seen this.
I haven't seen people seeing this.
Didn't see him this.
Holds up.
Okay. Didn't learn much.
It is not any
Didn't learn much.
any video game movie from the 1900s. I'll tell you that.
Ocarina of Time.
Is that a movie?
Oh, movie. I thought you said video game.
Unrealistic.
Yeah. It's a lot of movies though, really.
No. This one's a documentary.
Not many 90-minute movies
I'm
that
gonna
are
say-
unrealistic.
Family.
I was going to say that.
Of course you
You
were
were.
a rat.
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
It's hard, isn't it, Rat?
Yes.
Want some cheese,
I'm gonna
little
say-
boy?
It's hard.
Caught in a
I'm going to
cheese
say...
trap.
I don't know what to say about it. I'm going to say...
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I'm going to show my kids this.
It's pretty close to family.
Very
Yeah, I
close.
don't know what to...
But I'll allow it.
Not trusting Jordan too much on this one.
Just give us with a really abstract thing that we'll all understand and we can know it's
Yeah.
Okay.
Just hit us with something abstract.
hat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's big, actually.
That's
Jordan,
actually-
I want to hear how it relates to hat in your turn,
Yeah,
Jordan.
I will.
Meal I hadn't heard of.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's cold. That's cold.
Foreign.
Oh.
Cheese boy.
Bro wants the cheese so bad.
Squeak.
Hair.
Yeah.
You know?
He's still in.
You know what I mean?
Let's keep going. I don't know when it's meant to
Isn't
end,
that
but
3? Oh, Jackson started.
I started.
I still don't know who it is.
Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't
That
mind
related to
continuing.
Animated.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I started.
Oh, I kind of want more info, but
Well, that's kind of the game,
Well,
right?
that's
All
not
right.
really how it works.
This was
is
a
it?
good. The rat played well.
I think
Great work. I see you get the rat. The rat
Jackson.
played really well there.
I'm voting Jackson.
No. Can we talk about it or we can't?
I think as soon as Peter... Oh, yeah, can we talk about it? I was going to say, as soon
yeah,
as
let's
Peter
do it.
said a hat, then it was obvious for
Ah.
Mr. Never
Yeah, but it
Heard
could have
of.
been obvious for you. Your only
That's,
good
it was
answer
obvious for
after
anyone
hat.
who's a rat, but I feel like Peter's good. He went with the bold hat play.
Yeah.
Oh, as in he's safe?
Yeah.
And then everyone else was like...
no one's saying Peter's the rat. It's either you or Jackson in my mind.
I said.
I think it's either one
I
of you
said-
two.
Yeah, it makes sense.
hold on. I feel like meal I've never heard of. Is
That's
a
so
pretty-
specific.
Yeah, but it was
It's
after
pretty
After hat. What else has hat?
What do you
Like
mean
the
what else
Lion
has that?
King, they're not like, oh, get the hat.
You know, I know who I'm voting
Okay,
for.
I think it's Zack then. 3, 2, 1.
Jackson.
Jackson. Anyone
Wait.
say Jackson?
I said Jackson.
I said Jordan.
I said Zack.
Oh,
it's
it's
Jackson.
Jackson.
No, it's not me.
It was me, the rat.
I knew it was Jordan. I knew it.
He
The
said he
man's
was Ratatouille. If you didn't know.
family. I might show my kids. He clearly knows nothing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
family I might show my kids.
But,
Yeah.
okay, the thing that had me going in the end, let's not forget about 90 minutes.
Well, I didn't want to
As
give
the
away
first
too
one.
much.
I've
Yeah,
never
I know,
seen
but-
Ratatouille, so I didn't know if that was good or not. As soon as Peter said hat, though, I was like, oh, we're safe. And then Jackson took it home with a
I was surprised you got it after hat. Yeah, so that's how you have to get it right. The balance.
never heard of. Great game.
Thank you. That
Wow.
was the Find the Rat game.
And ending it with the rat movie.
I can't believe we've got 2 anecdotes to come.
2 rat
Oh,
stories.
mate.
Oh, personal
Are we
rat
ready to
stories
learn?
Yes.
about you and your rat story?
No, and then experiments. I'll be honest, it starts off poor and gets better. The rat stories aren't all that much.
Well, we haven't got heaps of time, so you maybe just
Wow,
don't
I'm
make
so
it start
excited.
poor.
All right, we'll skip my rat stories.
No, just Jordan. You, as a master storyteller, you can make any story.
Actually,
about rats
I want to
engaging.
hear the rat stories more,
Okay,
more
okay.
than the other stuff.
I opened the shed door.
Here we go.
I looked to my right.
Sorry, can you set the what time of year is it?
Is this a poem?
Well, I'm making a story.
No interruptions, guys.
No, but I want to be
The
immersed.
time was before we were going to Japan because I was going to get my luggage out the shed.
I've heard this story before.
That's
I-
a large window of time.
You'll never guess where this is going.
I lift open the cover of the luggage. Rat. Actually, I think it was a mouse. It was pretty small.
What? You need to
Second
listen to
story.
Rats
Well, now,
vs. Mice.
did you know it was a mouse before my segment?
Yeah, because it was small. It might have been a rat,
Why
but
am
I
I
think...
even here?
Second story. I dressed as a...
What? That was the first story.
Yeah,
I told you they get better and better.
Yeah.
He said it starts poor, and I said we should cut it, and you guys said no. So it's
Yeah, I
on
should have
you.
said it starts
I think
four. I
you-
should say it gets better and better.
I really
That's a better
thought
way to
he'd,
sell
like,
it.
Be like, oh, and then this is how I felt about it.
No, I just kind of ran away and
I
Holly
think-
screamed.
Dude, if you were a celebrity going on like Jimmy Fallon or something, you could drag that out for the full 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's true.
They have they miss the bowl of cereal with their milk and then they tell a whole story about it.
And then Jimmy Fallon spends 4 of the 5 minutes just laughing and like pretending they're best
Yeah.
mates.
Wheezing.
Jordan's like, I opened the shade.
Oh!
You're such a classic, mate.
Thanks,
Oh,
man.
That's so Jordan.
Thanks,
Hey,
guys.
guys, give it up for Jordan.
Yeah,
here.
check out my movie. Coming out soon.
You know what's epic though? Conan is taking over.
Conan
Really?
is taking
The,
over.
he back?
the
He's
main
back?
one. Yeah, the new Tonight one.
Oh,
The
wow.
big one.
That's cool.
Way cooler than Fallon.
Conan's back.
Sorry.
Conan's back.
Where's the Jimmy
back,
Fallon's
back.
done?
Yeah.
All right,
He's
well,
Wow.
really Fallon off, hasn't he?
Nice.
And I can't believe he's Conan back.
Nice.
oh, like coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. All right.
Oh, we all come on.
We all got
give
that.
him a break.
I wasn't 100%
Give
sure.
him a break. Come on.
My second rat story.
These are getting
Here we
better.
go.
by
For
the
a
way.
live stream, I dressed as a rat and I got a skin infection because apparently if you buy cheap costumes, I talked to my doctor about this and he was saying cheap costumes, whatever they put on to like make it not set on fire and like chemical free and that can like infect you. I had to take antihistamines to get rid of my infection.
Did you
So
tell
you got
the
infected by a rat.
Costume. Yeah.
Did you tell the doctor you sat down? You're like, so I wore a rat costume.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And he was like, that's pretty funny.
Where did you get this?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. I had red.
Everywhere?
Or not everywhere because I had clothes underneath.
So, wait, that sounds like
Somewhere.
nowhere if you had clothes
No,
on
somewhere.
underneath.
No, look at all this skin here, legs.
what were you wearing? Just
all that.
underwear?
I was wearing underwear and I think a t-shirt and maybe
Maybe some
shorts.
jeans.
Yeah.
Maybe
Let's
a
move on
wetsuit.
to the experiments because this is a bit more interesting.
Maybe a hazmat suit.
There's lots of rat experiments that go around.
Almost all of them.
I actually did one once.
Go on.
I drilled into the skull
rat.
of a rat. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we injected them with some stuff.
You drilled in. It sounds so like primitive.
It was
Yeah.
part
Was
of,
it
like, a
alive?
neuroscience degree. Yeah.
Not for long.
Under anesthetic. No, we kept them
Whoa.
alive. We did like live surgery on the rat, and then
This is mad.
This is I guess trigger warning for like animal cruelty people, but like
I'm
and
not
then-
one of those.
Yeah, the rats woke up, and the experiment was that we like injected stuff in their like least preferred side of the brain. Like they would always run like clockwise, and then we injected stuff in the other side, and then they started only running counterclockwise.
That's
Whack.
sick.
So it was
That's
about like
whack.
the preferred side of their like motor cortex, and we were trying
Wow.
to change it. And the rats didn't make it, which was sad.
Well,
None of
yeah.
them.
No.
Damn.
They get killed after the experiment anyway. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so
sorry,
some
but
good
that's my experience.
some good rat experiments, and we can talk about how maybe these affect our life. But we've got about 6 minutes, so we'll keep moving fast.
Are these the most famous rat
The-
experiments?
these are
of all
no, this is the
time?
most famous one, but people
No,
don't
I
like that.
No.
These are the most
The most
famous,
famous-
rat experiments of all time.
All right,
No,
Jordan,
no,
let's
no.
hit it.
The most famous
Top
one I
6.
didn't like, so I didn't do that. The Utopia one. Have you
What's
guys heard of that?
Utopia one?
They made a rat Utopia.
We
and
got it in.
So now,
All right,
we
now
can-
it's the most famous rat
Yeah.
experiment. Well, the most famous one is they did a rat utopia where they just gave rats unlimited food. They're having sex all the time, all this, and then eventually the society collapsed and they stopped having babies and all that. And people were like, "Oh, see, this is what happens." when it's too much niceness in the world,
No.
you're not motivated to do anything.
Not just that, they started forming gangs and killing each other.
Yeah.
So it's like all their needs were met. So they got so bored that they were like, well, let's just start fucking like eating each other and like killing each other
Yeah.
because we got nothing to do.
That is basically Twitter.
This
How-
says a lot about society.
Exactly. Yeah, but however, I looked into the details of it more, and a lot of people were saying like it's kind of extremely over exaggerated. Like the amount of rats that were in this small place, because they were just banging and making more rats, and they do that pretty quick. It was like every rat in this whole area was like this. It was
Right.
like that extreme. So of course they're not
That's
gonna.
not really utopia, is it?
Of course they're gonna start raising
I mean,
families.
depends how
and-
much you like rats.
Fact.
That's true. But yeah, of course they're gonna stop raising families and shit in that situation where
Yeah.
you're rat to rat packed. Anyways.
Ooh, rat to rat packed. All right,
Rat
that's
to
number
rat.
one of
That's
the most
it. That's
famous.
so we can learn a little bit about that, but I didn't think that one was good.
Jam-packed
So we've
rat
talked
to
about that
rat.
already for
I've
too
never even
long.
heard of that one.
Well, that's a classic.
Right.
This is another classic which you might have heard of, especially if you're a Huberman fan. I don't know if you've heard this one, Zach. But dopamine, classic. They did an experiment where they like took out like the dopamine from rats.
I don't know if you can do that, can you?
Well, they all suppressed it, or
Yeah,
like whatever it
okay.
was. Like the
Yeah, yeah,
dopamine
yeah.
ain't
Yeah.
going around, and like
I
when
feel
you
like you should know more specifically about experiments.
no, all you need to know is there's no dopamine going on.
they
Whether they
break
took
the
it out or
dopamine.
suppressed it, there's
Is that
not
what
dopamine.
China is doing to the US with fucking TikTok?
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
Removing everyone's dopamine, suppressing it. Honestly, pretty
Yeah.
fucking close.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so we have to go around the room and talk about how it relates to real life.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Well, this one,
I nailed it.
when you do that to a rat, it won't even walk like 10 centimeters to eat food.
It's too
It
depressed.
takes out its mode, like having no dopamine. Like dopamine is actually what you get right before you do something a lot of the time. That's when it peaks. Like if you're about to eat an apple, that's when your dopamine is like heightened. It's like the motivation to do something.
Yeah.
And so when you get rid of the dopamine, well, maybe it's by, I don't know, scrolling TikTok for 3 hours. In this case, they, I don't know, sucked it out the rat somehow. And it'll just look at the food and not even eat it. And it'll just can't be fucked,
So, yeah, okay.
which is crazy.
Experiments on rats. Here's my thing. How similar are we? That similar?
So I looked this up as well. They do it on rats because we have very similar like physiology. They're also very sociable in a similar way to human. They're like a little bit territorial, but not extremely. They like to have groups, like families and stuff. So
Right.
yeah, pretty similar. They're the most similar thing that is small. Like sure, an ape would be more similar, but getting 100 apes to do experiments on is pretty annoying.
Yeah, ethics clearance when you're trying to do experiments is not easy. With-
Rats, for some reason. It's
Yeah,
fine.
like rats, and like they do, let's say like genetic experiments. They do that on fruit flies because you can make 1 million fruit flies and kill them all the next day.
Yeah.
Nobody bats an eye.
Yeah,
No one cares.
rats breed
You know?
fast as well.
And so like rats is like a step up, more similar to us.
Yeah.
But then more ethically questionable. And then monkeys is another step up, more ethically questionable
Yeah.
again. So it's like
Yes.
how accurate do you want to be versus ethical do you want to be? And I
Right.
think rats do have this kind of like
Is it a thing of a past, like experimenting on rats? Or are we still doing it?
we
No, we
definitely
still do it.
that.
Lots, I think.
all the
great.
time. Well, Zach was doing it like not too long ago.
Great.
Yeah.
My favorite rat experiment?
Well, it
one
might
that's-
be in the list.
Oh, do you have more?
Is it Rat Park? Because that's the big one.
Hold on, I want to hear
Mine's
both
rats
of
on
these.
heroin.
Okay, I
Oh
want to
yeah,
hear
I think this is Rat
Yeah, the
Park.
same one. Great, go ahead.
Where there's two. Okay, wait. So there's two different rats in different ares. Is that your one?
I don't know.
Jordan,
Just go
tell
ahead.
us about
All right. Okay.
I'm
Rat
sure there are
Park.
rats in 2 different areas at some point.
All right. This is
Rat Park.
Rat Park is this. Okay. There's 2 different areas for rats. The rats have all been given a bottle with water and another bottle with like morphine, which is apparently kind of like cocaine.
No, it's more like heroin.
Heroin. Okay. And so they can sip from them if they want. Rats, there's some rats that are just alone in a cage. They go crazy on the fucking heroin. They go absolutely wild. They all overdose and die on heroin.
The ones that are alone.
They're all the rats that are alone in a cage. However, some rats are at Zach.
Rat Park.
They're at Rat Park, and Rat Park is awesome. There's
Is that
lots.
what they called it? They
They called it Rat Park.
Okay.
And there's rats everywhere. They get to socialize. They get to have a good life, a good amount
like
of
toys
food
and stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome. These rats pretty much just drink the water. Every now and then they'll have a sip of their
Heroin.
morphine,
Yeah.
and they kind of just don't give a damn. And so it kind of showed how much people get addicted to things when the rest of their life is kind of bad compared to people
shit.
who are like, oh, my life is great. Why would I do this? And also, a little bit more on the experiment, they did some more ones where they put some rats in Rat Park. However, these rats had grown up isolated in a cage, still drinking water, but just having like a shitty cage life for a while. And then they get put into rat society, but they're not as accepted. These rats still had more morphine. And final part of the experiment, he got some rats to have morphine for 57 days straight. And they only drank morphine. They were super addicted. And then he would put these ones in Rat Park, and they would slowly come off the morphine.
Wow, rehab.
Yeah, they would have withdrawal symptoms, apparently, like twitching and that, but they would slowly bring themselves off it just naturally because their life was good.
Rat Park.
So that's Rat Park, which showed a lot to the world about addiction and how environment and your life is very important. And they also, this is very similar, apparently in World War II, Americans were going crazy, and Vietnam War.
I thought it was
Americans,
Vietnam War, not
yeah,
World War
oh
II.
yeah, Vietnam War. Americans were going crazy with drugs, and people were like, oh no, they're gonna be fucked when they come back. But when they came back, they were like, just stopped doing drugs.
Yeah, they came back to their families and
Oh,
stuff.
like,
but
oh,
they
wow.
weren't
During
at the
the
war.
war.
Yeah.
During the war, they were doing drugs like crazy when they were over there,
Uh-huh.
but then they completely changed their environment, coming back home, hanging out with their family, and they weren't actually
Yeah,
yeah,
addicted.
it turned out to not be really a problem. It's an interesting.
So it's a
one.
lot of experiments on how important environment is.
Could the rats in the cage see the rats in Rat Park?
No,
Like-
I don't think so. That would be funny though.
Well,
I'm not sure.
They should do another experiment where the rats in like the shitty cage
Are
on the
watching-
morphine can also see how good everyone else, the other rats' lives are.
Can rats have envy?
Rats can
that's-
have
I think
empathy.
rats can have FOMO.
That was
That's
another
where, like,
experiment was empathy.
Instagram, like people putting like, oh, how sick is my life, and like.
True.
I'm trying to relate it back to that somehow. If you're watching everyone have a great time in Rat Park, but you're just like in your room on morphine.
Well, I feel like that would amp it up even more.
Yeah.
And already the ones who didn't see Rat Park killed themselves. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
I reckon it's
I think
100%.
Hearing about this one is what got me to stop saying I don't have an addictive personality, because saying that, it's more like a privileged acknowledgement than anything.
It's like saying my
'Cause it's
life is
like,
great.
Yeah, my life has been easy the whole time. It's
Yeah.
like, cool, good for you. It's like, yeah, I've never got addicted to anything because it turns out that it's mostly if your environment's happy, that it won't really happen
Yeah,
to
like
you.
how many people
Like,
get homeless and then get addicted
put
to
me in a
shit?
terrible situation. I'm pretty sure I would have an addictive personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really as black and white as like, oh, it doesn't happen to me. It's like,
Yeah.
well, it hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah, well, this happened to every rat died.
Exactly. So
Every
there you
rat.
go.
Every
Even the
rat.
ones without an addictive personality.
Yeah, even the
They-
ones who
they
identified
surveyed
as
them.
not having an addictive personality, they still overdosed. So that was pretty interesting. Bit of
Damn.
rat experiments. And one final rat experiment, just a quick one. Rats have empathy. They put a rat and locked it in a cage and put another rat in there, and it could free the other rat. And it would do it every
It
time.
had like a big comical lever.
I think it had a lever, and it also had food in the cage, and it would always save some food for the other rat
Aw.
and let it out. So that's pretty cool.
Rats are cute.
Rats are very cute.
They drew the
I'm
short
positive
end.
on rats.
Yeah, they got the short end of the stick being like
The evil thing.
No, I was gonna say close enough to humans that we experiment on them, but
Oh,
small
yeah.
enough that we don't care as much.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that's a bad spot to be if you're
Yeah.
a rat.
Yeah.
And
Rat.
also lab rats
Rats.
are so much cuter than wild rats.
Yeah, they're white, right? And they're little
Yeah.
white guys. Yeah,
I really like
they're
that
really,
rat
really
that we-
cute and pretty. Then you just got the fucking Phillips head screwdriver out.
Yeah.
I might be pro rat now. Hearing those
Yeah.
experiments changed my mind.
They're very similar to us.
I didn't realize how similar they were. I kind of always just thought like, I experiment on rats, like because
they're dumb.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know what I thought, but I was
They're
like,
actually Sophie had 2 pet rats. And
Oh, really?
She taught them how to do tricks and stuff. Like they're pretty smart. and they're
It's
cute.
sick. What tricks?
What
They
tricks?
could dunk a basketball.
No way. That's amazing.
and you can like hold them and stuff, and they're friendly and they're cute.
Well, that's like all the experiments we learnt about for teaching, like psychology of kids, were all kind of came from rat experiments, like behavioral stuff of like, randomly, like the thing for when I spin the wheel at home for me and Holly to randomly reward ourselves, that came from rat experiments where rats are far more excited to pull a lever if it's like a random chance that they get something good compared to like a guaranteed.
that's like
with the
gambling.
It's like
Simpsons-
gambling,
in
yeah.
The Simpsons thing, it's like you can pick the boat or the mystery box, and
Yeah.
it could even be a boat in the mystery box. It's
Yeah.
like- I think that's what it is.
That
It's
comes
something
from
like that, yeah.
rat experiments were the first like noticings of that.
Let's go.
So there you go.
Gambling.
Rats.
Shout out to rats.
Rats. If you want to vote for what the next episode is, you can head to our Patreon.
What are the
patreon.com
options?
/underdogspod. We're rerunning most of them, except rats, obviously. We won't do that again.
So we got organs back in the mix?
Organs back in the mix.
Guys,
Hell yeah.
Dance.
Vote
Should we cut one every week and then
Nah.
add 2 new, or just they all stay and then eventually
A
they
new
all
one comes
come
in?
I
out?
like the idea of one. It's like, when are we going to get the organs episode? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the options that are still there from last week is organs, dance, and orange.
Correct.
And added to the mix is
What do I just pick?
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Pirates.
Pirates.
Arr.
Arr.
Organs, pirates, dance, or orange. If you want to vote on what we do next week.
We also
Yes.
have an extended edition, and we'll be chatting to some patrons now. If you want to go to
After the show.
patreon.com/underdogspod, and lots of other bonus things too, mini shows.
Mini shows, etc.
But
Yeah.
until then, that was a bit about rats.
See you later,
Arr.
rat.
See you next week.
That's
Oh, wait.
pirates.
Yeah, my bad. Eek.
Cheese.